Well, hello everyone. I'm Sabir. You know me well. So today I'll be presenting my Gen AI project, the Study Assistant Multi-Agent System. Okay, it's on the Study Assistant Multi-Agent System. And before diving into the demo, let's take a moment to understand what the project is really about. So, in simple terms, this system is an AI-powered learning companion. I can show you here. It is an AI-powered learning companion. I will basically run it and will show you that how it works. Okay, and to be clear, it can understand natural language, generate educational content, quiz students interactively, and evaluate their performance intelligently. So it has all the abilities and all in one package. Okay, so it goes through a conversational interface, all of it. So if I run the backend here, it will be starting in a while. And if I run the front end here on Streamlit, so then you can see that how it goes. Like the UI is very basic, and it is a study assistant which is based on LangGraph and FastAPI. Okay, so I will share with you the technical details later, but it is basically, the workflow is like from chatbot to NLU to LLM. Okay, it is the conceptual foundation on which this chatbot is basically working. Now, a chatbot is simply a program designed to communicate with humans using natural language. Yeah, so this chatbot is basically text-based, so it will not take any input in the form of PDF or a video file. So it is strictly restricted to text. But a traditional chatbot is limited. It can only follow fixed rules of pre-written responses, right? So to make it more intelligent, I have used NLU, which is basically natural language understanding. Okay, this chatbot, to make it more intelligent, user-friendly, I've used NLU in it. So it enables the system to extract the intent, what the user wants to do, and the entities or topics being talked about. So I will now explain what is intent and how it is being implemented in this chatbot. When we will give it a prompt, it will fetch the intent and the topic from the prompt, like a user gives it a prompt. So I will show it with a query now. I will write it down, explain deep learning, and then the intent here would be explain, and the topic is deep learning. So let's try explain deep learning. Okay, so we are giving it to the chatbot. Chatbot is thinking, okay, and after thinking it will process it, okay, and will give us the result. Intent explain, topic deep learning, and deep learning is a powerful type of machine learning that is particularly conducive to complex tasks. So this is the result. Okay, so likewise, like we see that the NLU module first interprets the user's request and then routes it to the right process. This is how it works. Okay, so now to actually generate responses, we rely on LLMs, okay, which are large language models. I've used Gemini 2.5 as 2.5 Flash as my model here, and these have been trained on massive data sets, right, and can generate human text, like text explanation, quizzes, or evaluations. Okay, so Gemini serves as the brain behind each educational function in my chatbot. Okay, like whatever my chatbot is generating, it is basically fetching it from Gemini. Okay, it is the brain, but intent is important for the chatbot to first understand what the sentence is about, like the nature of the sentence, the intent, and then when it has the intent, then it can easily refer to LLM for explanation. So now coming to the architecture overview of this chatbot. The system is built using FastAPI, right? So it is FastAPI. We see that for the backend it handles all logic and communication. Streamlit for the front end. This is where students interact with the chatbot. And then LangGraph for agent workflow design. Okay, so each agent is a node, is behaving like a node. Whether it be explain, whether it be quiz, whether it be evaluate, these are agents, right? So with a clear purpose. And then finally Gemini 2.5 Flash, which powers the reasoning generation and grading through natural language prompts. So everything is modular here and connected. So when a user sends a message, it passes through the NLU routed to the correct LangGraph node. So each node will act as an agent here, and when a user will give it a prompt, it will detect from the intent, like what the intent is, what the topic is, then it will call the required, as I said, like agent, and that agent does the API calling then. Yeah, so these are all connected together. So everything is routed to the correct LangGraph node, which is processed by the LLM and returned to the user then. Okay, so I gave you, an example of, with a request of explain deep learning. Now, what's powerful here is the chatbot doesn't just copy from a database. It creates a personalized, coherent explanation in real time, right? And this explanation, like explain deep learning, is then saved in memory, so the system can recall it later if the user asks. Like, remind me what deep learning was if I give it like here. So basically I have tried to add the memory component here, right? So and this is very powerful. I've tried to implement it, but I don't know if it will work it here now or not, but it should work. So basically now I will explain to you my further, like what I have made, like the quiz node. We are done with the explain node. Now we will go to the quiz node, right? So let's test it interactively. Okay, the quiz one. Like I'll ask, give me 4 questions on Python. Okay, give me 4 questions on Python. Okay, so let's say how it works. I said give me 4 questions on Python. Now the chatbot should read it correctly. The intent should be quiz, and the topic should be Python. So it will give me Pyth, which is basically Python. And number of questions are fetched by the chatbot is 4. So it then generates exactly 4 short relevant questions. As we will see, if someone says give me Python programming context, what popular programming language are they mostly? I said Python. Okay, Python. Okay, and I submit. And then second question is that which of the following is not a characteristic typically associated with Python? So it can be anything. I say A and Y. And then well, I think in which of these fields is Python commonly used due to its versatility? I don't know the answer. Tone. Let's say I don't know. Okay. So now we will see how this chatbot works. Like, does it evaluate? Does it give a feedback to the user, the student? He wants a feedback right after the quiz. So let's say. So we answered it one by one, right? And noticed how after each response it automatically moves to the next question. So once I finish, the chatbot transitions to evaluation mode. Then, as it says, intent, evaluate, topic, give me Python, right? It moved to that, where it uses Gemini again to analyze my answers, not only marking them correct or incorrect, but also giving personalized feedback and concept explanation for mistakes. So we can see that there is a personalized feedback as well here, like your answer Python, result correct. Okay, so this is our correct answer, then this one is wrong, and there is also a conceptual explanation for each answer, which makes it more creative, like in terms of the feedback by the chatbot. Okay, so that is great. That's very great of. And for example, if I miss a question on Python loops, it provides a short revision so I can learn immediately. So a student can always get some gains out of these conceptual frames, like the explanations I mean, right? So now we will come to the memory plus recall. So another important part of this system is its memory. Using LangChain's conversation buffer, right, the chatbot remembers my previous sessions, questions, answers, and explanations. So if I type what was my last quiz, it fetches the previous quiz and displays it instantly. So it should work. If I say what was my last quiz here, okay, let's see if it can remember from LangChain's buffer memory. I've tried to inject it. I was working on it. Oh, unfortunately it is not working as of now, but I've tried to implement this part by adding a memory section, which is very intelligent of LangChain. It enables us to make systems which can remember the past conversation, and I also tried to put these answers in the memory section, so later the chatbot can fetch it from the memory instead of resending it to the quiz node. Are you getting me? All I'm saying is that I'm trying to make things easier, simpler, but unfortunately I don't know, there are no excuses in work, but I had this little accident. You can see I'm wearing these glasses and like the bandage. So yesterday it was like a traumatized night for me, so I could not focus yesterday night. Otherwise I would have implemented that, but I know there's no excuse, but I've tried my best to make it worthy of a chatbot. So yeah, so this memory thing is remaining for me to implement, as I would like a real tutor I would like my chatbot to be a real tutor who remembers a student's progress and then gives feedback, so the student can, you know, like feel a sense of communication with the chatbot. So basically the technical summary is that this project combines several modern AI components. As I said, it is LangGraph, it is FastAPI, it is Gemini 2.5 Flash, and it is LangChain memory, and then it is Streamlit. So LangGraphs are used to design agent workflows. As I said, each node represents an AI function. It is very important. Each node, like explain, quiz, or evaluate. FastAPI then to manage routes, handle requests, and integrate modules. Okay, and then Gemini, the LLM that generates text, quizzes, and evaluations. LangChain memory to maintain conversational context, and then Streamlit for a clean interactive user experience. So yeah, I hope, in short, my study assistant acts like a personal AI tutor, capable of teaching, testing, and guiding learners through an adaptive conversational flow. So thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to work on such a beautiful project. Thank you.